Your favorite host of the ghetto view. Yeah, 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 yeah. Your favorite host of the ghetto view. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's your favorite host of the ghetto view. It's your favorite host of the ghetto view. It's your favorite host of the ghetto view. Yeah, your favorite host of the ghetto view. Yeah, your favorite host of the ghetto view. Yeah, your favorite host of the ghetto view. This is the show where everyone's opinion is respected. Oh yeah, and your talent supported. This is the show where everyone's opinion is respected. Oh yeah, and your talent supported. Let's support the OGs of YouTube. It's your favorite host of the ghetto view. 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 Ashley Miller, Scotty by Nature, The Scorpion Show, Force Rocks, Bondi Blue, Jamar 84, New Orleans, Lil Sweet Addictions, Messy Miles, A Connections TV, Spill It Boy TV, much love from KY. Ashley Miller, Scotty by Nature, The Scorpion Show, Force Rocks, Bondi Blue, Jamar 84, New Orleans, Lil Sweet Addictions, Messy Miles, A Connections TV, Spill It Boy TV, much love from KY. Let's support the OGs of YouTube. It's about support.
What's poppin', world? I am here to do Baddies USA episode 7, a little bit of 6 because it's kind of intertwined. But I'm here. It took me a minute to talk about this because it is siblings, it is sisters. And y'all know that I am close with my sister, so I had mixed emotions when it came to Taseki, Krishan, and Marsh. So it ended with them getting into it at the end of 6, going into 7, where something happened, I guess when they went to the club, where we saw them when they was walking in. So Taseki had made that post like everything ain't sweet or whatever. I'm sorry. This whole situation with these sisters, and from seeing how Taseki played it out when she first met Marsh, it just seems so like the same storyline happening all over again with different results. But it was crazy. People is going off about how Taseki and Marsh had this fight, but not realizing Taseki started this fight with Marsh. You can't be grabbing on me. I don't care how much you're trying to explain yourself. She was grabbing on Marsh, and Marsh was like back up, and like she was all in Marsh's face. People was wondering like, how did Marsh get into it? Y'all did not notice Taseki kept going up to Marsh, asking her questions, putting her kind of in that situation, in a conversation. So I didn't understand when people was asking, what does she have to do with it? Why is she in it? All this kind of stuff. If you go back and look, Taseki kept going up to Marsh, asking her questions, questioning her about the situation. Then was all up in her face while that girl was sitting on that stage. Then tried to take off on her. Like, what was the girl supposed to do? Not fight back? Like, come on. So they fighting or whatever. Okay. it's it's mm, I can see a lot of sides on this situation. March has been very, very close with Krishan. Very close, like a sister. She has been doing the sisterly things that Taseki has not been doing all this time since they have broken up since the last time they filmed the damn show together. March has been there. March has been there when a girl was getting beat up by a Blueface and they was over there and going to get the baby, not going to get the baby, doing all kind of stuff together, reckless stuff together. Also has been there when she was in jail. Also has been there when the girl has been getting her life back together. So I could see that sisterly bond that Marsh and Krishan has. I can also see people like, okay, that's your sister, Krishan. You supposed to have your sister back. Once they start fighting, you were supposed to say, fuck that, that's your sister. I get that too. And it depends on the sisterly relationship. It depends on the sister relationship. Um, you gotta think like these sisters was fighting friends and didn't get in it. They just so I could see her not getting in that fight. Now, Krishan, you totally wrong with telling that girl to stump your sister out. You were supposed to sit back and just watch that fight happen, play out the way it played out. But you was not supposed to be in there egging your friend on to stump her out and say, yeah, she got that and she busted her lip and all that. You were supposed to leave for the outsiders. You were supposed to leave that shit for the people that was watching the fight, not you. So I can see where people was getting mad at Krishan for that reason. But I can see why Krishan didn't jump in that fight because of the sisterly bond that she has with both sisters and the relationship she has with both sisters at the time. Um, do I believe that Taseki was on some bullshit? Yes. I don't know at I don't know if Taseki has been intoxicated this whole time, but it just be seeming either that or it's the editing, the way they making you look Taseki, but it just be seeming like it be off. And then it just be seeming like even when she fighting, she don't really be there. It just seemed like her mind is altered. I don't care what nobody say. Cause she swings on the girl. Now the first, okay, you swung her, y'all start fighting, then you swing her by her hair. So you got the advantage on that one. You it's funny how when people they always say the people that don't usually be on the phone on the floor always like I slipped. I don't care. You slipped, you fell, you got knocked down, you were on the floor. So she was on the floor and Marsha was trying to kick her. I think Marsha got one kick in, but she really couldn't get the kick in because the security was right there. She couldn't get the A-tail stuff up in because everybody was all up in the way. It's funny how they was letting them fight until the girls was letting them fight until they saw her about to A-tail stump Tasiki. Then it was like, oh, like she doing too much type shit. It was like when Marsh was about to get the upper hand, it was, oh, she doing too much. Y'all get her, break it up type shit. But y'all was finna let her get dog walk on Taseki. Like, come on. It's funny how Mariah Lynn, Biggie, and Anna stood back and watched that. They didn't try to jump in. They didn't try to break it up. They was standing there because they knew the moment that they jumped, Krishan was going to jump. It is so funny how they so goddamn hard on the internet now and how they so disappointed. They lose so. I hope y'all have that same energy when y'all see Krishan face to face on saying how y'all lost respect for her, y'all this, y'all that, but y'all wouldn't say that in her face. It's funny how the people that won't say it in her face be having the most to say about her. But yeah, that kind of tripped me out. Even when Krishan was like something about stalking her friends and stuff, Anna was like, "Girl, where's your energy? You want to have energy for everybody, but your friend is down here fighting, and y'all bitches are standing back there watching, talking about y'all got her back, y'all this and that. But that sister stuff. Why y'all didn't stop March and jack up March? That's my thing. Y'all didn't have to fight the Seki, but why didn't y'all go jump on March so Taseki didn't have to? Like, girl, it just gives like y'all be picking and choosing because y'all know Krishan was gonna get in that. You could tell it was chopped up, edited. Thank you, Summer. We noticed it that it was so chopped up because the way Krishan was responding to Taseki and Taseki was responding to Krishan, it just felt like it was chopped up. One minute they were angry with each other, then the next minute they crying, then they throwing insults, then they crying, and it was on both parts. Both of them were throwing insults. Both of them was crying about it, saying that they didn't really want to fight, and I'm just like, I was happy when Krishan was like, I'm out. I am out. Because to me, it felt like a setup. It felt like it was a setup. I don't know if it didn't go in the way they wanted it to go, but it did felt like from the what Krishan was saying, the way we saw it play out on the internet, and then the way we seeing it play out. Sorry, it's a jet going by, and it's hard for me to talk. But so it was just the way we were seeing it play out on three different ways. I just kept saying, I don't fault Krishan solely on this situation because first of all, we're never getting a sit down. Y'all keep talking about, oh, that's messed up what she said, and that's messed up that she can't forgive that. But if she can't forgive that, we have seen Taseki on multiple occasions laughing and joking with Krishan. That's why Krishan is confused. That's why Krishan is confused. Krishan, there's things that you have said about your sister that you guys have not dealt with. That's why the world is confused. It's like you guys are confusing everybody because you guys are not having this sit down, and but you guys are having this big blow up. You guys could have like on many episodes have sat down and said, Krishan, what you said about me was really wrong on the internet, and you need to clear that up. Okay, sis, I said some messed up things, so let me clear it up on the internet. I was wrong, I was lying, or that was my truth. That's what happened to me. Say that. But both of you guys are not saying it, but you guys have partied together. You guys have been drinking together. Y'all been watching each other kids together. Y'all been went on tour together. But nobody is having this conversation. So now the internet is seeing you guys hanging out, and they're like, wait a minute, hold up, swole up. Now you got the sicky like, don't be believing everything you see. I'm not cool with them, but girl, you showing that you've been cool with them. So we ain't seen y'all fall out because you guys have not talked about it. You guys have not really like, if you gonna blame anybody, blame Zeus for their editing because there's no communication. But it's so much anger. It's so much anger, and y'all want the world to take sides and pick and say, "Oh, I hate Krishan" or "I hate Tasiki," and we don't know the truth on none of it. Um, People want me to be like, "Oh, Marsha got beat up and Taseki won." I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. Now, okay, Taseki won. True and true, true. Taseki won the fight. She didn't tear Marsh out to fame. She didn't do her big one. I was proud of Marsh for just keeping up. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't have no beef with Marsh. I don't know her. I'm not like the world be like, oh, I don't like her because she Krishan friend or she too close to Krishan. Because nobody really have a legitimate reason not to like Marsh. Y'all saying because she jumped to Siki, we didn't see that. Um, so I don't understand why the world hates her, but I saw with the girl get swung on and she defended herself 5 rounds. She defended herself every fucking round. She wasn't getting knocked out. Her tooth wasn't getting knocked out. She didn't have lumps and bumps like motherfucking. Her face was swollen like ET's. Her tooth wasn't knocked out like DTB's. She didn't get dazed and confused like Dolly. Like she was keeping up. I don't know if she went to boxing classes with Ryan Garcia too with Krishan, but she was keeping up. So I didn't see the problem with that. I say, hey, I don't see you talking about, I don't know why she was here. Is she a baddie? Hell, is Bobby Lights a baddie? Y'all ain't question why Bobby Lights up in there. Shit, is he a baddie? Like, oh my God, y'all worried about this girl, but y'all not addressing her right there. Y'all saying this shit in the confessional. Weird. Um, Moving on from that because it was long. Krishan left. Kudos to her. Um, the thing with DJ Sky, all of a sudden they was talking because Nally ended up coming. They told Nally what happened. They talked about Nally was talking about how this is going to be big for them in New York, so there's no fighting. They need to be up to par. She got this boutique that they can go and pick anything they want. I said, oh, it must have been edited where you told them that they had to pay for it because you made it seem like they could just go to this boutique and pick their stuff until they got there. Because I was like, wait a minute. When they got there, it was like, oh, um, Smiley, don't be a scammer. Don't, Rolly, you paying for everything. And I'm like, I thought they were going to pick out some things like this shit was about to be sponsored or some shit. Wait a minute. So I'm just so confused. I'm like, okay. Maybe she told them off the screen where they was gonna pay for it. Um, so that was that. They argued about who was gonna go in what placement of the thing. Um, I didn't care because I didn't want to hear none of them perform. Like none of them give me that where I want to go see them perform. I'm trying to think going down the list. Nope, none of them. Uh, Summer got clocked by Anna with a mic because Anna weak. What else happened? Tinka said somebody cat stank, and the hit dog hollered named Biggie. She was mad talking about Tinka, kept saying it. Tinka's like, I didn't mean it by nothing, but hey, if your cat stank, your cat stank. It just seemed like Biggie gets very, very insecure around these girls, and I'm just like, girl, why you here? You want to be like them, but you don't have the confidence to be around them. I don't get it. So they go to this store, right? Uh, all the girls go in there, they're shopping, they're having fun, they're drinking. Oh yeah, they're not supposed to do drugs. They're not supposed to fight at this concert. Remember, Natalie told these banshees that. Um, so they all leave. And Biggie sticks around because she is insecure in herself and she wants to look for clothes after all the girls leave. So then that's her moment to have a scene with Tommy and address Tommy for being late and telling Tommy she needs to be on time. I don't give a shit. I'm Team Tommy in this one. Y'all could be mad all y'all want. It just seemed like Biggie was searching for a storyline or something because first of all, Tommy walked in there and greeted the girl as Toya. and whatever, like she knew them already. If you go back, she greeted them like she knew them. So it wasn't like, oh, she just confronting them around some random strangers, maybe that Biggie didn't know, but apparently she definitely knew who they were. So Biggie, you confronting her, you telling her everything that happened, but then you telling her she needs to be on time. And it's like, girl, Tommy ain't never showed up when y'all showed up since she been on here. So how you telling her how to be professional? Tommy been doing this since before any of y'all besides Natalie been doing this. So how you gonna tell her? And then you're not production to be telling her to be on time. And then get mad at her response. Now, Tommy was being Tommy when she was telling that girl, like, y'all ain't no star. Now, Tommy was hidden below the belt, but it was at the point, like, after you tried to diminish me, my character, and my reputation of being laid or kind of being like a diva, when that was her call time to show up. Y'all need to stop, like y'all ain't all got call times, when to show up, when not to show up. The same way Natalie showed up after she keeps showing up after all the drama, after all the fights. Like, come on. So I was on Team Tommy's side. Even when she got back to the house, y'all still want to address her. So then Tommy had her homegirls waiting in the car. I said, I don't think that was for Biggie. I think that was for Tavy. I think that was for when Tavy was fucking with her. So she made sure some girls was in the car when if anything popped off again because she couldn't fight. Anything else happened in that house? Because I didn't care. If something else happened in that house, I don't remember. I didn't write no notes. That's all I was thinking about. Next week, Gretchen is gonna get slapped up for saying the N-word, and this is the one time I'm gonna like Suki. I don't care. Now, Suki, I do think you should have slapped her up at the reunion. I mean, at the rehearsal for this. But I think it's because they were booed and that was their job. And that wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? So that reflected on the cast, the tour of this girl saying N-word and they're being booed. I think that's what it was, but we'll keep our judgment for next week on that. But I still feel like she needs to get fucking slapped up every goddamn time. If y'all gonna... The girl irks me every time she thinks she could say it or think like she just irks me. I do feel like if you're gonna slap one, slap them all. So Biggie, Anna, all Mariah, all y'all hoes stand in line for that slap. But that's all I got for baddies. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.
Oh, your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah, 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 this is the show where everyone's opinion is respected. Oh yeah, and your talent supported. This is the show where everyone's opinion is respected. Ooh, yeah. And your talent supported. Let's support the OGs of YouTube. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah. It's your favorite host of the Ghetto View. Yeah. Ashley Miller, Scotty by nature, the Scorpion Show. Jamar 84, New Orleans, Lil Sweet Addictions, Messy Miles, A Connections TV, Spill It Boy TV, much love from KY. Ashley Miller, Scotty by Nature, The Scorpion Show, Force Rocks. Bondi Blue, Jamar 84, New Orleans, Lil Sweet Addictions, Messy Miles, A Connections TV, Spill It Boy TV, much love from KY. Let's support the OGs of YouTube. It's about support.